Hello everyone and welcome to the Elder Scrolls Online with me, your host Crypto at Crypto Gamer, and in today's video guys we are going to be taking a look at the scribing grimoire and skill known as Vault for the bow skill line. If you do enjoy the video guys, please like, share and subscribe. So as you all know guys, we are going to travel to the Isle of Aiva and enter into the Scalarium, and we are going to go to the merchant known as Chronicler Ferendio, and he basically sells the grimoires and all the different script types in the game. He changes these out every Tuesday. I think it's 10 AM Eastern in America. I'm not sure what that is in the UK guys. So let's go and pick up this new grimoire and check it out and see how it looks. Down here there's also a achievement furnisher, which is the scamp to the left, in case you ever want to check that out. You can get some interesting things for your house. But anyway, if you're looking for now that we've gotten down here and we are speaking to Chronicler Ferendio, we are going to pick up the grimoire. The first time you pick up the grimoire, if you've never bought it before, it will cost 50k, and then subsequently once you have read the grimoire, it will then go down to 10k. It's very important that you actually read the grimoire, otherwise it won't go down and it will still cost you 50k on every other character. But I'm imagining that if you're actually going to buy the grimoire, you're going to use it immediately. So now that we've learned it, we will go up to the scribing altar, back up the stairs, and we will customize this and see if we can make it a useful skill. I'd really like to know guys what your favourite scribing ability is in the game. I will be doing a video on that in the near future guys, so keep your eyes peeled, because that's me officially gotten all of the grimoires, especially with the next video that I've got coming out. So now that we're learning the Vault grimoire and making the skill for it, obviously we have bleed damage for 4,527 damage, flame damage which is the same, immobilize which will also, it's only half the damage but it will basically stop your enemies moving for 3 seconds. Poison damage as well, and you also have a taunt ability. Personally, what I think I'm going to do is I am probably going to go for the poison ability, just simply because it is going to be relatively good for a bow build. And as you can see with the signature scripts, there's some pretty good ones as well. I had thought about Wayfarer's Mastery, but because it gives you the Hawkeye passive which puts up your criticals, but I think I'm probably going to go with the Wayfarer's Mastery for this one. And for the affix script, I think I'm going to go with the Berserk affix script, as it will give me plus 5% damage for 20 seconds, which is quite good as well, especially considering this is quite a low level character guys. So now that we've got that all set up, we have now unlocked the new achievement, which is the Vault achievement, and we've unlocked the scribing ability as well. And I think it looks quite good. So what we'll do now is we will confirm it and we will pop it onto our bar. I'm going to put it on my right bumper, and that'll do me quite well. And now that we've put it on the bar guys, what we'll do is we will get ready to test it out down on the training dummies in the training room. Don't worry though guys, we are also going to be testing it out in proper scenarios as well between different enemies. I'm probably going to be testing out on an enemy that will continuously chase us, and even groups as well to a degree. Right guys, let's enter the training room and we'll see how this goes. Right, so obviously with this maneuver it's sort of similar to a dodging mechanic, I would say, with this particular skill, which is kind of cool, but the only problem I have with it is if you had like maybe an immobile character, like somebody that's using a staff or a bow for an example, you're basically going to have to keep running forward back into the enemy in order to actually use this ability. So I would reserve this particular skill in general for using it on mobile enemies. If you got yourself backed into a wall, then I suppose in theory you could technically just keep bouncing yourself off against the wall like I am here, but that's not going to be particularly practical. It could be practical inside delves with particularly thin tunnels. You could probably get away with that, especially if you got backed up into a corner, but it kind of defeats the purpose of the mechanic of the skill. Overall, I still think it's very cool though. Now what we'll do, guys, is we'll look at it in first person, and it looks pretty good. I think what I do like about this in first person is if you were in a situation where you sort of needed to widen your point of view in first person, you could utilize this quite well, and it would let you back up from AoEs or from charging enemies, which is relatively good. I mean, it is a very unique skill in the scribing system, and I found most of them quite unique overall, and I did enjoy it. Now guys, that we've tested it out in a controlled environment, we are going to test it out on Short Tusk in Deshan. I won't go through the entire fight, guys, because we'll be here all day. It takes about 5 minutes to get through this fight, especially on a baby character. But I do have Zereth Var with me today, so he will be helping me. Although he didn't really do much in the way of taking the attention of Short Tusk, which was a wee bit frustrating, but nonetheless, as you can see, it is quite good for moving away. But I have noticed that when it comes to this dodge mechanic, it is a little bit strange. It doesn't really like going up hills, but it will sometimes, if you get the distance right, jump you up slightly higher. But as you can see overall, it really doesn't like it. And anything that has any collision that's higher than what you would expect, your character will jump or bounce into that, or even bounce off of it. Overall, I would rate this a pretty high grimoire. I'm not a bow user in general, but I've done it for the video, but I really do overall think it's quite a cool grimoire. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the class scribing skills when they come out. It will be very interesting to see in the future, guys. I've got one more video that I'm going to be doing, guys, and that will be the shield throw scribing ability. So that will be coming up either today, later on today, or possibly very early tomorrow, guys, along with a few shorts. Right, well guys, I'd really like to know what you think of this one. I really want you to leave some feedback in the comments below, and I would really like to know whether you would use this grimoire. I personally think I will be using it and testing it out in PvP. I think I'm going to be able to do a lot of short funny videos with this, so I am going to enjoy it. Well guys, this has been Crypto Gamer. I hope you all have a great day. Peace out.